Right, Brad, thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. It's great to speak to you. Champions again for the 16th time now, your side. Talk to me about some of these celebrations because I imagine it must have been pretty hectic for you.
I mean, yeah, it was all it weren't really too hectic because we knew we had a lot more competitions to play for. Because when we won the MG Cup, we knew we still had three other competitions we wanted to win, and then obviously we had a disappointing result in the Scottish Cup, so that didn't go down too well. But yeah, we got another cup final to play for next week, so yeah, all the celebrations can start after that.
And you're on the cusp of making history, joining the likes of Arsenal, Rangers, Preston North End as invincible side. What would that mean to you?
You know, over the moon, and it like we always said from the start of the season, we wanted to go the whole season undefeated. We've done that in the league and all the Welsh competitions. It's just a shame we didn't obviously win the Scottish Cup final. It was there for us to win, but we weren't at our fully best. And if we was, we would have probably won that.
Yeah, you've been playing really well throughout the season. I think a lot of credit has to go to Craig Harrison, who's marched you into battle in an incredible way. Talk to me about what it's like being with him in the dressing room and how he's managed to make you so good this season.
I mean, yeah, all my praises goes to Craig. Without this opportunity, me being able to show my abilities. If it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be able to do that. So all the credit goes to him and believing in me and trusting in me. Even when I first come in originally, I weren't fully fit. I didn't have a preseason, and he didn't throw me in, but he just trusted in me. I was cramping up. He'd take me off, and then he was managing my training and then working my levels back up. So all my credit goes to him, for believing in me and let me show my ability.
And now rolling back the years a little bit, could you tell me about what you were like growing up and some of your favourite footballing memories? What attracted you to the beautiful game?
I actually, my mum and dad have always said to me, I've always just had a football at my feet. Like, my mum said to me, I was always kicking a stomach. And then my dad said to me, by the time I was like 2 years old, I was doing half volleys in the garden. So I've always just had a football at my feet. And then I didn't actually get into a football team until my PE coach at school told my parents to get me into a football team. They said that he's got a shot, he's a good footballer. So then I just went to the local Sunday league team with all my friends, got everyone there. Just had a bit of fun for probably about half a season. And then straight away I got picked up by all the West Midlands side by the time I was six. And then at that point, it was just picking which club was best for me at the time. And at the time, West Brom was the better club. Like their training was better. Like all the other clubs that I went to, when you're at that age, it's just playing football, just games, just scoring goals. Whereas they had a bit of coaching behind it at that very young age. So that's what attracted me to there originally, because obviously I am a Villa fan and I ended up joining West Brom when Villa were after me. I mean, I always had banters with because most of the coaches and that were all West Brom fans. So always when Villa and West Brom were playing, I always giving it a some. So it was obviously an honour to play for West Brom. It's a massive club, no doubt about it. But yeah, it was an honour to play for it. I was happy. And then I just drifted away from football when I got to about 10 to 13 because it got like, it was too competitive, not too competitive, too like serious. And I just wanted to have a bit of fun at the time. Like I've been doing this for like 6 years now and I'm still a young kid. So I lost a bit of love for it. So we ended up leaving there and I went into Saturday and Sunday league for another year to get the love back for football and get the enjoyment back. So I'd done that for a year and it was probably the best decision that we ever did because I got my love back. I had loads over other teams wanting me and then I originally ended up joining back with Villa.
Villa, that's basically the team you always wanted to play for. Talk to me about that experience when you first walked through the doors there. Was it a bit like a whole dream had been accomplished?
Uh, Yeah, yeah. Obviously, it's a dream to play for Aston Villa. I know it was just academy. I made one appearance for the first team. The dream was to make it through Aston Villa and playing at Villa Park every week. That didn't happen, so I've got other dreams now that I want to achieve for the future. But it was an honor to play for them. Obviously, I'm a big fan. I'm still a fan now. I'll be watching them again later on. And yeah.
And looking into your history when I was doing my research, I found out that there was a stabbing incident when you were 17 years of age. And within a year of that incident taking place, you're already back at Aston Villa, already back to doing what you love. Can you tell us a little bit about that story if you can? And if it's a testament to who you are as a player, as a fighter, that you were able to go through such a significant thing and be back doing what you love within such a short period of time?
Yeah, it was just the wrong place, wrong time. It was obviously during COVID. The restrictions got it weren't as strict, so I was going to the park with my friends, who was playing football, and then it just ended up with lads trying to rob me. Obviously, I don't just give my stuff like that, so it got into altercation, and then someone ended up throwing a punch at me, so I'm fighting back, and as I'm fighting back, I just got stabbed 3 times from behind. And then I don't really remember stuff. I remember ringing 999 myself, and then I just collapsed to the floor. And then I got rushed to hospital. One of the stab wounds hit an artery, and it was like 12 centimeters deep. The and then I was in the hospital. They were holding one of the stab wounds where I got stabbed, and they went out to my mum and all that. They said we don't know what's going to happen here. They didn't know if I was going to live or survive. They said to me they didn't know if I'd be able to play football again. They said they didn't know if I would get an erection again. So they said I might have to wee and poo in a bag for the rest of my life. So it was probably the downfall of my whole life and a wake up call. So sitting there, I was just not knowing what was going to happen. I was waiting for the specialist to come in to start the surgery. I had to wait like 6 hours for them. And then thankfully it was a successful operation. Everything went smoothly and nothing they said affected me. And then it was just a case of waiting for the hole to close up where I've been stabbed on all 3 occasions and then just working my way back up. I think I was in intensive care for 2, 3 nights and then I got released. And it was just working back up. Thankfully, football wasn't up and running these times, so I had a bit of time to get myself fit. I went in, I missed the whole pre-season, just working on strength, everything, a bit with the physio, and then thankfully I made the first game of the season. And then that's the year that I kicked on and we won the Youth Cup. I made my FA Cup debut. And that's the highlight of the year, really.
It's remarkable that you went through that and now you're in the position you are today, playing for the New Saints, scoring goals for fun. It seems like when you reflect back on your journey, what does it mean to you that you've got to this point in your career now and you are essentially on fire at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, everything happens for a reason, I believe. Like, for that to happen to me, that motivates me more. It's just the wrong place, wrong time. Obviously, there's nothing I can do about it. They've, I think they've already been sent down for it. I can't remember or recall what they got, but it's just the wrong place, wrong time that happens in the world. Thankfully, I'm alive and I'm healthy, and I'm scoring goals and I'm back playing, back doing what I love, and I can't fault it really.
Brad, thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. I really appreciate it. I wish you all the luck in the world for the upcoming fixtures. But before I let you go, is there anything else that you would like to add? And have you got any predictions for these final games and any message for the fans?
No, just message. I'm gonna do all I can these the next final games and next season going into Europe, and that's about it.